Hello, everybody. Again, this is JD, and this time I'm going to talk to you about what are we going to do about the illegal aliens. I've done a few posts on my Facebook and stuff about these children, and I say, well, let's first tear down the Statue of Liberty, pile the junk on the White House, because that's what you all want. You want the problem solved, but you're thinking wrong on how to solve the problem. Yes, you are. You're thinking very wrong. The illegal alien problem is a major theft to the American people. That is causing the illegal alien problem. Did you hear what I said? A major theft. Robbing from Social Security, robbing from unemployment, robbing from Medicaid, robbing from Medicare, robbing from federal income tax, robbing from state income tax for those states that have it. That's what the illegal alien problem really is. It's this robbing that needs to stop. Now, a lot of you think running a wall from California to the Gulf of Mexico under Texas and to California to the Pacific Ocean is going to solve the problem. I don't know where you guys get that idea, because I seem to remember a country called the Soviet Union, and I seem to remember them building a wall from Northern Europe all the way down into, I believe, the Black Sea, or even further. And when they built the wall, it still didn't stop the people from leaving. Made it a little bit harder for them. So what they did was, about every 100 feet, they put towers up, and they put men on it with machine guns. Their job was to either capture or shoot the people who were trying to go through the wall. So if we put a wall up, are we willing to put towers every 100 feet or so? Put guards on it with guns? And to shoot everybody that tries to get through? I don't think a lot of people in this country would agree with that. But they will agree that the illegal aliens is a problem. But it's not the illegal aliens that make it a problem. It's the people that are stealing from you, the American citizens, each and every one of you. It's the people that are robbing you blind, right there in front of you. They're stealing from you because they're stealing from the government, they're stealing from the programs, they're robbing what should be there. What if every illegal alien that worked in this country paid income tax, paid Social Security? How much more money would Social Security get? Paid unemployment. How much more money would each state unemployment have for the people who don't have jobs? Paid state income tax. Paid Medicare and Medicaid. How much more money would they have? But they don't. Why? Because their employers don't. See, we don't need new laws. We don't need any new laws to solve the illegal alien problem. We don't need to spend billions of dollars building walls. We do need a patrolling to stop the drug infiltration into the country, because our government's not smart enough to realize that marijuana is a very, very lucrative cash product, which, if they had a nice tax on it, would bring in a lot of money to help pay off that debt. And how many of them in Congress use marijuana? I don't even want to know. Did you see what I'm saying? The truth is, the problem is not the illegal aliens. The problem is the employers of the illegal aliens. If the federal government would enforce the law that says you can't hire a person unless they have their aliens a green work permit card, green card that says they can work in the United States, or as a citizen they have the Social Security card, and that you have to pay these things: income tax, state tax if there is, Social Security, unemployment, Medicaid, Medicare, on these individuals on the money they make. By not doing that, they are breaking the law. And the federal government is turning their back. If I was president and I went into a factory and I found that they had, let's say, 200 illegal aliens, I'm not even going to take a single one of them out. I will go to the HR, human resources, gather them up, go find the owner of the company, gather him up, bring him downtown, and arrest every one of them for hiring illegal aliens that did not meet the requirements to work in this country. That's the wall that needs to be built. When the United States employers start following the law, that will build a wall that the illegal aliens can't get through. That will deter them from coming into this nation. If they cannot get a job, they won't be here. Now you might say, yeah, but throwing the employers in jail? Well, what stopped drunk drivers from killing everybody on the highway? I mean, we still don't stop them completely, but what stopped them? What brought it down? Started throwing them, the drunk drivers, in jail. Now people tend to have a designated driver, or they call a cab. What stopped bars from getting people so drunk that they couldn't make sound decisions? Started charging them, throwing them in jail. Now, when a person gets so drunk they can't drive, they will try to get their keys, and they will get them a cab. Some clubs and bars have places where their keys actually hang up. And when they're ready to go, if they're not sober enough to drive, they get them a cab. Some even provide services. So, to fix the problem, we need to build a wall. Yes, not a wall from the Pacific Ocean in California to the Gulf of Mexico in Texas. We need to build a wall where they cannot get a job. The employers need to start being held responsible for stealing from the American people. You people who are worried about Social Security not having enough money, hey, these people are stealing it left and right. You people on Medicaid who says, oh, they can't, the bills are covering, Congress saying Medicaid is getting so expensive. Well, how many millions of people aren't paying Medicaid taxes? Because you're not going after the problem. Do we need to build a wall? If you want to build a wall, it's not going to work because they put tunnels underneath. You block the tunnels underneath, they go over the top. You got to put guard stations every 100 feet like the Soviet Union did, costing a lot more money, and it's not going to do the job. To do the job, you need to build a real, impregnable wall. To build a real, impregnable wall, all you need to do is make it to where they cannot get a job. Period. If they don't have a work permit, if they don't have a visa, work visa, if they don't have a social security card, they don't work inside the United States of America and the territories. Period. Now you just put up a wall. You'd be surprised, you do that, how fast the fluctuation of illegal immigrants are going to go from incoming to outgoing. They shouldn't be thrown in jail because the American federal government cannot do their job and enforce the law as it is. That's where I stand. If we want to stop the immigration of illegal aliens, you have to stop the reason for them to come. Then the legal people legally here will be getting those jobs. And these employers who are robbing each and every American citizen will start paying us fairly and what is due. Walls, physical walls, will not do the job that's needed. The real wall is needed is to put the employers, the owners, in jail for hiring illegal aliens. And you got them on several things. Theft to the nation, hiring of illegal aliens. Enough to stop the whole problem. And it will work. As long as we keep shooting the innocent and letting the guilty go, the problem will exist. Now, as far as marijuana goes, when will Congress open up its eyes? That little joint you smoke at home, for those of you who do, is part of a problem you are creating that you can fix. As far as I'm concerned, this is my personal opinion now. You, the people, have to express it otherwise. As far as I'm concerned, alcohol, marijuana, they're the same thing. Recreational marijuana, recreational alcohol. But that's my personal opinion. Okay, people? Anything else you wish to talk to me about, feel free to write me and let me know. Okay? So this is how I feel about illegal aliens and building walls. Thank you. Have a nice day. That will not work. Just cost us billions of dollars. And just be a wall that people climb over or go under. Because unless you're willing to place a guard every 100 feet, 24/7, 365 days of the year, and shoot anybody who comes over or under, it will not work. If you don't believe me, just study the history of the Soviet Union and the Iron Curtain. The way it worked is they did shoot people. Have a nice day. This is JP.